Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the State of the Universe. Today we'll be talking about the events that transpired on both EHW Friday Fight Night and Wednesday Night NXT. The show kicked off firstly with Bret Hart announcing that there will be a tag team tournament to crown tag team champions at a later date. I've now been informed that we are allowed to tell you the name of that tournament, the Hart Foundation, and here is the logo to honour those before us. Bret Hart seemed very passionate about this, and later in that night we found out that there'll be several qualifiers for the women's division. Of course, the one who won that match that night was Ember Moon. She qualifies later on. Bret also tried to address the NXT Championship situation, only to be interrupted by Johnny Gargano, who had some harsh words for the two-time Hall of Famer, saying he was an old man and assumed that he would be first in line for the NXT title shot, only to be surprised by his former tag team partner Tommaso Ciampa coming back from injuries from many years ago, and they've been told that they will be teaming together in the tournament. Later that night we saw the Street Profits versus the B Team. Of course, the Street Profits came on top, qualifying and advancing in the tournament. That is all that happened on the show. We haven't got word of what the NXT title situation will be happening, but I've been told that he has made an announcement past the show, post-show, and here's what we found out. DIY Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano's match has been finalised. In the tournament this week, in next week's main event, they will go against Breezango to qualify and advance of the first round of the tournament. Also, Andrade Cien Almas and Tony Nese will go one-on-one. I've been told that they will be fighting for a shot to advance to a match at a later date for a mystery championship that isn't the NXT World Championship. We'll have to see how that match plays out, and also a match has also been announced. No Way Jose will take on a mystery opponent, but we have no idea who it is. Bret Hart has kept that to himself. So quite a few mysteries going for the next week's episode of NXT. Now let's move on to Friday Fight. This week's episode kicked off with a Prototype addressing some rumours about him and Syndigo possibly working together. If you cast your minds back to the Tropical Clash match, Syndigo got involved with the Nate Saban versus Prototype championship match, of course denying the claims that he and Syndigo are working together. He also took the time to address the situation with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre and Stephanie McMahon claimed that Drew was the rightful World Heavyweight Champion by bringing in the gold belt and crowning Drew with it. Prototype took maybe one step too far, and reminded Stephanie of the fact that Prototype's wife threw her off of a production truck where this whole incident with Drew began, which Drew, of course, did not take lightly by attacking Prototype and then leaving the arena. I've now been told that that match is now confirmed for Hellfire. Let's see what these two men can do inside of that squared circle. Later that night, due to the Undisputed Era getting involved with the Defect versus Antonio Bryan UK Championship match, each member will be punished. This week it was Seth Rollins, first ever champion, was in a title match up against probably the worst possible choice for opponents. He took on Tommy Silver, which Tommy Silver at the end of the winning the match completely destroyed Seth Rollins' knee. Literally literally brought the hammer down. In this case, it was a chair. I can now give an update on Seth Rollins' condition. Seth Rollins has not been medically cleared for a while. He will be out of action for at least 6 months at the bare minimum. I have also been informed that coming this week, Tribe X will take on the team from Undisputed Era, EHW United Kingdom Champion Antonio Bryan. What possible more punishment can Mitchell Miles give out to the Undisputed Era? And moving on to the main event of that evening, we had newcomer Adam D take on Syndigo, the bank heist briefcase holder. Throughout the night, we were told that there might be a threat on Syndigo's life, as Nate Saban was looking for him. Possibly blinded by pure rage, Syndigo was confronted by Nate Saban, who, still angered by Syndigo getting involved in the Prototype versus Nate Saban World Heavyweight Championship match at Tropical Clash. But unfortunately for Nate Saban, Syndigo was able to slip through his grasp. But Nate Saban was not done there. After Syndigo made his escape, he challenged him to a Hellfire cage match at Hellfire, which now, I'm proud to present, has been finalised. That match will of course be a Hellfire cage match at our next pay-per-view, EHW Hellfire. And that was all the happenings in Universe Mode of both NXT and EHW Friday Fight Night. This has been State of Universe, signing out.